Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bar Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all you sincere brethren out there, pushing the word week in and week out. It's another impromptu video. It's an article from the Metro newspaper, a free newspaper given out in London. I believe it's only given out in London, or it might be given out throughout the whole of the UK or England. I'm not too sure. But this is just a side, it's like a quick little in brief article from the Tuesday, July 14th, 2015 edition of the newspaper. So the title reads, Surprise Ebola Cases a Big Worry. Big worries, Lakia. The Ebola virus remains a threat as 30 people a week are still being infected, the United Nations has warned. So this shows you this shit is getting hot. Yeah, dealing with the plagues and the pestilence coming upon Babylon, it's still there. It ain't dormant. And saying 30 people a week are still being affected. The UN is basically warned. So with that, like them kind of that level of that rate of infection shows you that this thing is rampant, and that really with this happening, what it'll segue to again is an RFID chip, man. Because they showed you in I Am Legend how they had a station where people were trying to get out of New York, trying to get on a helicopter to get out off. I don't know New York like that. So they were trying to get off wherever they were. It might have been a Brooklyn Bridge. It might have been somewhere like Brooklyn or Queens to like mainland America or something like that. I'm not too sure. But basically, when they were going through the system of where it weren't really quarantined like that, but it was more like a checkpoint system. They had the military showing you that the police weren't doing shit no more. It was the military dealing with the people. They had a martial law declared, yeah, because the virus was rampant, and they were basically checking people to see. They were using a device to see if the people were cleared to pass through the checkpoint. That's the only thing that would be used to give clarity in a situation like that. When you really meditate upon it, would be the RFID chip. Why do I say that? Because if you go down to the hospital, what would happen is you'd probably be given a cure, or not a cure, a vaccine, as they say, to treat the disease. So basically, if you get cleared through that vaccine, which is basically gonna do you more fucking damage than anything. But the point being that they'll basically need to mark you to show that you know you're clean, you're okay. And they even showed you that in the movie Contagion. I believe they basically gave people when they were clear, they gave them like the thing the babies get when babies are born around the wristband kind of thing with a name. That was the same kind of RFID chip thing. Because even dealing with the Apple Pay, they got the iWatch right now, and that's the same thing as the RFID chip wristband. So basically, the point of what I'm saying is that if the outbreak does come over to the Western world, basically what would happen if you get quarantined. If you do well after the 21 days or whatever period they have after the incubate, after that period of time you being quarantined, basically you're good to go. They're basically gonna mark you, and the mark they would use is the RFID chip, which would be fitting because where else would you actually really go to get an injection put inside of you? To the doctors or hospital. So that's what they'll do to mark you to say you're fine, you're good, and at the same time, what they have in them RFID chips as well is they actually have the capability. They have certain RFID chips who have the capability of basically releasing medication every so often. So that shows you that if it's medicated in that form for that form of technology, that would be beneficial, so-called beneficial to the people if they take the RFID chip. Now, reading on, doctors throughout thought the latest outbreak, which has killed 11,000 people in West Africa since 2013, So this is like a 2-year experiment they've kept on going through West Africa, had abated, but surprise cases have flared up in Liberia, a country declared Ebola free 2 months ago. Now that's something you got to really question. You got to think about it. It said it was abated 2 months ago, which basically means that they had no more Ebola cases dealing with Liberia. Liberia is a state that was formulated by you could really say the USA, I believe, where so-called free Judites got sent back to Liberia, and they declared it a state. But basically, what happened over there is what they're using it shows you the US is from when the US is tied to that country. You know what they're using it for? They're using that as their own playground to see these deadly diseases how they work, because they're saying there was no cases 2 months ago, so they obviously went over the details for a month or so, all the details of the disease, and said, yeah, it affected these people over here, over there. So okay, next time we tweak it, we're gonna do this, that, and the other. So they probably did a month work, getting all the information together, tweaking it, and then they said, okay, we got what we need to do. We got this form, that form, that form. Let's release it out to the public again and see what happens. So reading on, it says, under normal circumstances, 30 cases a week would be a major, major outbreak. So that's, normal circumstances, 30 cases a week would be a major, major outbreak. They didn't say it once, said it twice. Yeah, that was said a major, major outbreak. So that shows you the levels of 30 cases a week, because they're really experimenting. That shows you that Esau's getting close to doing what he wants to do. UN envoy David Nabarro told the World Health Organization at a briefing in Cape Town. So really, he said he really didn't. He left that as an open statement by saying 30 cases a week would be a major, major outbreak. Because basically, look where the fuck this fucking article is, man. It's in a fucking corner of a newspaper, and this is what they got on the front of it, man. Some bullshit talking about Tom Cruise's new fucking bird. Some prick called Andrew Castle, I don't know who the fuck that is. And they're talking about you fucking waste cadet fucking MPs, yeah? And some fucking dude that's stressed out because his divorcee wife. Well, that's the main thing, is divorced wife. That's the main topic. But then we go to so lucky I lost this page. We go to this we go to find out this article here in the corner. It don't even have the name of the journalist that wrote this. And this is one sentence saying, under normal circumstances, 30 cases would be a major, major outbreak. So that shows you that they're doing these things under wraps, man. So we're closer than, we're real close to this thing, man. It says, though it tarry, Habakkuk tells you, though it tarry not, wait for it. Let me read that, actually. Bear with me, man. Bear with me. Yeah. Okay. This is. Bear with me. Okay. So this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. King James, KJV. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will tarry, it will not tarry. So these things shine you. This ain't tarrying, man. It said under normal fucking circumstances, 30 cases a week would be a major, major out. You see how they was spazzing on the fucking news when this shit was popping last time? They ain't saying a fucking word about it, man. What they're talking about on the news? What's out in the news? That I'm trying to remember what they're talking about on the news. I got another newspaper from this week. That was from a week ago, man, but talking about these dumb MPs claiming pennies and what happened to Sepp Blatter when he got mates when some fucking comedian made it rain on him and some bitch fucking pop band bitch getting engaged. So it shows you the level of mediocrity in the media. Yeah, when you got things like this popping, man. So you know, the time is close, man. Surprise Ebola case is a big worry. So don't be surprised if you see the Ebola thing gets popping once again, man. So this video has already been longer than what it needs to be. Let me just read this one scripture, then I'll be out. You hear me? Alright, man. So this is 2 Ezra 16:5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that he may drive them away? Yeah, you thought you could drive it away 2 months ago. Thought the Ebola was done, but it only just begun, man. It's only just began. So yeah, man. With that, man, I'm gonna say all praises to Yahweh Shem El Shai, double honors unto the apostles of great millstone, and shalom to you sincere brethren. Shalom.